So there are 169 targets under all of the SDGs, so each SDG has multiple targets underneath that help operationalize the SDG, help people and help countries, companies, projects, whatever it is, address the SDG. So it puts a little more definition behind a very macro level goal. Clients are interested in SDGs because they frequently align with their mission or their goals of the company. Sometimes they align with the products or services that they offer. Healthcare companies, for example, tech companies, for example. So sometimes their products or services can impact the SDGs. Other times it's for marketing and communication purposes, and they want their and if they have a emission reduction goal, if they have an offsetting goal, they want their offsets to not only have an emission reduction benefit, but also co-benefits that can align with the SDGs. We take a detailed look at all of the project activities, and then we basically cross-reference those with all of the 169 different targets under the SDGs, and we assess whether there's an impact. We also look at whether there's actual monitored and verified data that the project is already collecting that could be used to also to impact the SDG. When we talk about contributing to versus aligning with, there's different metrics that can be used. Some projects measure and have that data verified as part of the carbon project itself, and other projects it's more of a general alignment where we just know that there are inherent benefits. We know that there are health benefits that align with SDG 4 because there's reduced indoor air pollution, because there's less fuel wood use and more efficient stoves. We know that there's a impact on land conservation, SDG 15, because there are more trees standing, because less trees are being cut down because less fuel wood it needs to be used. There are financial savings associated with if the households are purchasing fuel wood, they now have to purchase less. So there's potentially a poverty reduction and a financial savings aspect to it too. So a RED project would frequently they link to several SDGs because of the many activities associated with them. So for example, clearly there's a SDG 15, it's conservation of life on land, conservation of biodiversity, but then, we mentioned alternate income activities. So there is income diversification sometimes, which impacts financial security and poverty. There's sometimes they have food security benefits, where if they're diversifying agricultural production or alternative sources of nutrition, that sort of thing. So that each RED project could have multiple SDG impacts.